Hey there, friends. I'm Annie Rynd, your go-to guide for making sense of Microsoft Teams, Copilot, and all the Microsoft tech that's supposed to make your work life better, not busier. In continuing our series on Copilot, today's episode is a bit of a reality check. We're talking about a pattern we've seen before and how to avoid repeating it. The theme? Don't make the same mistakes with Copilot that you made with Web 1.0 and 2.0. Let's take a little trip down memory lane. Back in the early days of the internet, Web 1.0, we all rushed to build websites. Didn't matter if they were useful. Didn't matter if anyone visited them. We just knew we needed one. It was like a digital land grab. And what did we end up with? A lot of static pages, a lot of under-construction signs, and not a lot of value. Do you remember that most pages had something like, "Hello" and "Welcome to my web page"? It gave zero value to customers. Then came Web 2.0, social media, mobile apps, cloud everything. And again, we jumped in headfirst. We built apps because everyone else was. We launched social campaigns without a strategy. We moved to the cloud without rethinking how we worked. And once again, we ended up with a lot of tech and not always a lot of impact. Now here we are, staring down the barrel of the AI revolution. Copilot is here. It's powerful, it's exciting, and it's tempting to go all in. But here's the thing, just because you can, doesn't mean you should. Don't go all in on AI just because it's the hot new thing. But don't sit on the sidelines either, waiting for it to settle down. That's not strategy. That's procrastination dressed up as caution. The smart move? Start with your business processes. Where are your people spending too much time on repetitive tasks? Where are the bottlenecks? Where are the moments that frustrate your team or slow down your customers? That's where Copilot belongs. Not everywhere. Not all at once. Just where it can make a real difference and test it in a way that you can evaluate the results and replicate as needed. Let me give you an example from our business. We were spending hours every week preparing for client meetings from different systems. Emails, Teams messages, files, websites, previous meeting notes. It wasn't hard work, but it was time-consuming. We experimented with Copilot simply by asking Copilot to gather up everything and give us a background for upcoming meetings. Boom, hours saved every week. Not because we implemented AI, but because we solved a real problem. That's the mindset shift we need. Don't start with the technology. Start with the opportunity. Ask yourself, what's the job to be done? What's the outcome we're trying to achieve? Then and only then ask, can Copilot help us get there faster, better, or smarter? Gary Vee talks about this all the time. Don't be romantic about how you make your money. Be romantic about your customer. Be romantic about your employees. If Copilot can help you serve them better and help them reduce mundane busy work, then it's worth exploring. But if you're just chasing the next shiny object, that's a distraction. So here's your challenge for the week. Pick one business process. Just one. Something that's annoying, repetitive, or inefficient. Ask yourself, if Copilot could take the grunt work out of this, what would that free me up to do? The real value isn't in the time saved. The real value is the incredible good for your business you could do if you weren't doing mundane tasks. That's where your AI journey starts. Not with a roadmap. Not with a budget. With a question. And here's the kicker. You don't need to be an AI expert to get started. You just need to be curious. You need to be willing to experiment. You need to be okay with starting small. Because the organizations that win with Copilot won't be the ones that implement it everywhere. They'll be the ones that implement it where it matters. So don't repeat the mistakes of Web 1.0 and 2.0. Don't build for the sake of building. Don't implement for the sake of innovation. Build with purpose. Implement with intention. And most of all, stay focused on the people. Your team and your customers. Because at the end of the day, technology is just a tool. It's what you do with it that counts. That's it for today's episode. I'm Annie Rynd, and this has been your 6-Minute Solution. Don't forget to breathe, build smart, and be kind to your future self. This is Annie signing off.